Hello everyone, I am Akshay Parmar, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in IT ICT Department. Welcome to the video series of the Data Communication and Computer Networks. In this video, we will see the basics of data communication and computer networks. Okay, outline of this today's video. First of all, we will go through the introduction section of the data communication, how how its effect in daily life and all that. After that, we will move forward about for the definition and terms for the data communication. After that, we will see the data communication model, the background process of how data is traversed from source to destination. After that, we will see the functional characteristics for the data communication. And after that, we will see the basics component which are used for the data communication. And at the end of the lecture, we will see the data flow mechanism for the data communication. Let's see the introduction section. The introduction section of the data communication, how it affect the daily life. Data communication and computer networks are changing the way we live, the way we do businesses, how we spend our productive time to our free time. You in this pandemic, you are all have experience of work from home, right? Your guardians are having experience of working from home for the office, and you have experience of doing an online lecture. In your free time, you have watched so many your favorite movies and TV shows on the OTT platform, and you are sharing your beautiful pictures on the social media handles, right? That all are just because of the data communication and computer networks, right? Why to wait? Why to wait for weeks or a month where you can get the information on your fingertips, right? With the help of the computer networks, you can get that information on your fingertips, right? How quick we hook up, right? You have one question arrived: how quick we hooked up? But before that, you have to understand how computer networks operates, what are the technologies are available, and what are the design which are best suitable for your needs. After evolution of data communication, science, education, businesses, and our day-to-day life is incredibly changed after the development of the personal computers and the evolution of the data communication techniques. Evolution of data communication, making it possible to communication links to carry faster and more data in that traditional established physical environment, right? Let's take an example of the telephone service. Earlier we have used the telephone service for only for the one-to-one calling service, right? But now you can use the conference call waiting, voicemail, and many more. That all features are you are using with the help of that existing traditional infrastructure. You don't have to modify that infrastructure, right? Our primary aim is to exchange data quickly and accurately from anywhere at any time, right? Let's move forward the definition section. Before that, first of all, see the concept mapping for the data communication. Data communication is the big umbrella under which transmission media, signals, encoding and decoding techniques, networks are fall under, right? In the data may be the text, number, audio, video, zip file, PDF, word file, PowerPoint presentation, anything can be a data. For the transmission media can be the guided or unguided. Signals may be periodic, unperiodic. Encoding techniques are here. Networks, in the network section, you will see the topologies, network modules, and all that. For the transmission, it may be serial or parallel. Right. What do you mean by the term data communication? If we go to its origin, we will break the term data communication into data and communication. What do you mean by the term data, and what do you mean by the term communication? Right? Data is the collection of the facts such as values, numbers, words. Okay, and it may be the analog or digital. What do you mean by the term communication? Communication is to send the message from one point to the another. and to ensure that it is received properly and understood, right? When we are communicating, it may be a remotely or locally. The locally communication occurs usually at face to face, and remotely communication occurs at a place from the distance, right? Now see the what is the data communication. What do you mean by the term data communication? Communication refers to the exchange of the data between two or more devices via some form of transmission media. It may be a wired or wireless. You have heard the term data communication and telecommunication. What do you mean by the data communication, and what do you mean by the term telecommunication? Data communication refer to the transmission of the data between two or more concerned authorities using some specific medium and some specific pattern. It may be a zeros form, one's complement form, or anything. So some specific pattern understandable to that medium, and it is easy to propagate over that medium, right? This is all about data communication. What do you mean by the term telecommunication? Telecommunication is a general term that is used for the communication over the long distance using the telephone technologies. For example of mobile devices, satellites, landlines are the best example of the telecommunication. Now, tell me that what is the relationship between the telecommunication and data communication? Yeah, you are right. Telecommunication is means it is used to process the digital data and relies on its telecommunication equipment to deliver the information to the remote receiver. Yeah, you are using telecommunication equipment to deliver the data using the data communication techniques, right? Now we will see the fundamental characteristic which will boost the data communication. It has the four major types: delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitter. First of all, we will see the delivery. The system should the system must deliver data to the correct destination. Whenever you are sending data to the particular location, that data must be delivered to that destination only. No other destination or no other device can get that data, right? Accuracy. The accuracy means the system must deliver the data accurately. Means data which is not modified or altered during the transmission. Means data which is modified or altered during transmission have no use, right? After that, we will see the timeliness. Timeliness, the system must deliver the data in timely manner. The data delivered late is also useless, right? After that, we will see the jitter. Jitter refers the variation in the packet arrival time. What do you mean by this? It is an uneven delay in the delivery of the audio and video. Let's take an example. You are watching your favorite movie, your favorite show, and its audio quality is and its audio and video are come from the different time delay. Suppose audio is coming from the 30 milliseconds time delay and video is coming at the 60 milliseconds of time delay. So audio and video doesn't sync, and you will get irritated even if you are watching your favorite movie or your favorite show, right? After that, we will see now let's move forward towards the components which are useful in the data communication and computer networks. There are majorly five components here: message, sender, receiver, transmission medium, and protocol. Message. What do you mean by the message? Message is the information to be communicated. It may be the text, number, pictures, audio, video, PDF, the word file, document file, or anything which you can send to receiver. Sender. What do you mean by the sender? The device which sends the data is called sender, and the device which receives the data is called the receiver. The sender and receiver can be the computer, workstation, TV, mobile, and anything. Transmission media. Transmission media is a physical path. The physical path by which message travels from sender to receiver. The transmission medium can be the twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optics cable, radio wave, or anything, right? The foremost and most important component of the data communication is protocol. What do you mean by the term Protocol is a set of rules that governs the data communication. The protocol shows an agreement between the communication devices. The agreement between the sender and receiver is called the protocol. Without protocol, the device may connect but cannot communicate. Just like you are watching a Japanese movie, you cannot understand that movie without knowing that language, right? The data communication model. Whenever source tries to send the data to the destination, what is the background process? What is the background scenario? We will see in this data communication model. For the data communication to occur, the communicating device must be the part of communication system made up of the combination of the hardware and the software. Here, source is trying to send the data to the destination. So the source needs the transmitter and destination need a receiver for that. And to the communication, the communication system is also required. The source will send the data to the transmitter, and transmitter will send the data to the transmission system, and communication system will provide data to the receiver, and receiver will send the data to the destination source, right? What do you mean by the source? Where the data is originated is called the source. Example of computer, cell phone, or anything. Transmitter. What is the use of transmitter? The transmitter converts data into suitable form for the transmission through the medium. This is the basic and fundamental work of the transmitter. Communication system. Communication system is a medium through which the signals are sent. It may be a wired, wireless, LAN, WAN, MAN, internet are the example of the communication system. Receiver. Receiver receives the signal and converts into the data which is understandable by the destination. Destination is where the data is sent. It may be a computer, cell phone, or anything, right? Let's move forward to the data flow. Our video's last topic, data flow. It has a majorly three types: simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. In the simplex data flow technique is a unidirectional, like a one way. The keyboard, monitor, projector, TV, radio are the best example of the simplex data flow technique, right? In that, if the one device is sender, and so it cannot receive the data, if the another device is receiver, it cannot transmit the data. Like if A is transmitting the data, B have to receive. B cannot transmit back data to the A, and A cannot receive data back from any device to the A, right? Like your just like your keyboard will only send data to the system. Monitor will only get data from system, so monitor will only receive and keyboard will only transmit the data. Likewise, in the example of radio, the radio tower will only transmit data, and our radio will only receive the data. Let's move forward to the half duplex type. Half duplex. In the half duplex, it is like a one lane road with the traffic allowed in the both the side. Here both the devices can transmit and receive the data, but not at the same time. The line is busy for the ideal time, right? If A is sending the data to the B have to wait till A is sending the data, B have to receive that data only. After that, if line is clear, then only B can transmit the data to the A or anywhere, right? So the both direction are allowed, but not at the same time. The advanced version of the half duplex is called the full duplex. Here you can simultaneously transmit and receive at the same time, right? It's like a two-way street with the traffic flowing in the both the direction. Here you can see the A and B as a transmitter and a receiver, and also the example of the half duplex is walkie-talkie, and here the full duplex, like your calling facilities, is called the full duplex. Here if A is transmitting the data, at the same time B also can transmit the data, and if A is receiving the data, at the same time B also can receive the data. So this is all about the data flow techniques. In this our video, we have seen the introduction about the data communication, how it affects our daily life, how the evolution of data communication change our daily life communication. After that, we have seen the definition part about the data communication. After that, we have seen the relationship about the data communication and telecommunication. After that, we have seen the background procedure about the how data is sent from source to destination. After that, we have seen the functional characteristics of the data communication, and at the end of the lecture we have seen the data flow techniques which are used in the data communication. Thank you for the watching.